Hello and welcome again to another Community Conversations. My name is Lloyd and you are here with me and...
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Yay, it's been a while. How have you been? Doing good.
Yeah, more or less. It has been a very eventful past 2 days, or 2 weeks. It's all starting to blur together, so
Yeah, being
yeah.
back at the branch is well, not our branch, but a branch is an interesting feeling, especially with the way that summer reading's been going. But yeah, that's sort of what we're here to talk about today, right? We're going to talk about summer reading and some of the things that we can show you to help you guys maybe access some titles on your own or find some cool, interesting new things. But we're just going to hit you guys with a little bit of database fun. And I know after some of the other videos that have been out there, you may be like, oh no, not another database. I promise it's not going to be boring. At least I hope.
These aren't the normal databases you think of when we say database.
Right.
We're not going to be going over like EBSCO and things like that.
Right. There's not going to be any crazy periodicals or full text documents.
Peer
Yeah.
reviews.
No peer reviewed, no journals, nothing like that. It's going to be fun stuff for leisure reading, for summer reading too. So you can actually check out some titles that you can then register for your own stuff. So, real quick, so summer reading's been going on, and you and I did that one video. We did the D&D video. You remember? And that came out pretty well. You don't remember that?
Oh, that big one.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say you better remember that.
Maybe I just kind of blacked it out because it was a time period in which I don't want to remember.
But yeah, so we were at when we did that video, and there's been a few others that have been coming out. There's going to be some more, so keep an eye out on the Harris County Public Library Facebook to see some of those big ones coming out from all the branches working together. But you have been putting out some content yourself. Do you want to talk about some of the things that you've got coming up, maybe?
Yeah, so quite a few videos. I'm posting one once a week, give or take, not including community conversations when I happen to do those. Um, but this week's video coming out Friday. I don't know when this goes up, but this goes up. Wait, no. Okay.
23rd?
Days are getting mixed up here.
No, it's cool.
Okay, so we are currently recording this on
Friday.
Friday,
Yep.
which is to come out next
Should be Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay,
Tuesday.
so then when you guys watch this, the past Friday I put out an escape room video, so you guys might want to check that out. It's basically like how to do like escape room puzzles and things like that when you're stuck at home, or like if you want to do a DIY escape room, the type of puzzles you can do, or even if you're planning on going to an escape room and you're interested to know a little bit more about like how they function.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a pretty lengthy video, but it has a couple good resources in there. And then also I have a link to the virtual escape room that I made for our teens. Yay. But no matter your age, you should try it out. It is not like the standard escape room where it's like a lot of puzzles and things like that. It more or less kind of tests your mythology and your knowledge on folklore and things like that, putting you in wooded area, I guess. Like basically it's supposed to be more of theater of the mind type of thing. So
Zorg action going on, or
yes, exactly. It's a little bit more Zorg than it is escape room.
yeah. If anyone's watched that Netflix Bandersnatch, where you can sort of do things along ice, I feel like that's very similar to where you can choose different paths. So
Yeah,
will there be any
that's
recursive
very
loops
much
we have
what
to worry
it
about?
is.
We're gonna just keep going back over and over again. Are we?
No, so it's really there is a way to escape the woods.
Okay.
But there is multiple paths to failure and only one path, and I guess technically two paths to success.
Okay.
So
Just beware the Gru, folks. Beware the Gru. You'll be fine. Well, that's awesome. Awesome. Do you have any other cool things? Because you've also been doing some D&D, right?
So I've been doing the partnership with Parker Williams. If you guys have not seen the advertisement for that, I have been posting it quite frequently on our Facebook. But we do that every Wednesday evening at 3:30. If you're interested in that, you should head over to the Parker Williams Facebook and message Tanner. Um, but you guys can hop on there. We'll teach you how to play D&D, or if you just want to play D&D and don't have a group, that's a great way to hop in. I believe he is catering it to 16 and older, though. So there's a age requirement on that. But hop in, see us, and I know next week I'm going to be having a video come out. That one's going to be DIY bundt cake. Ooh. So I'm going to make my favorite bundt cake that I like to make. I'm actually probably going to do it this weekend for holiday, but I'm going to probably be making the apple bundt cake. Okay. Apple lemon bundt cake. So I'm really looking forward to that, because then I get to eat it afterwards.
I was gonna say, that's so much like the Baking is Making that everyone's been putting out. If you haven't seen it yet, for those who haven't, go to our Facebook. If you're already on our Facebook viewing this anyway, click on videos, go to the Baking is Making group in that section, and just check them all out. There's a whole bunch of very interesting things that have been put out by Rachel and
I was gonna say Rachel and Nick's videos, man. They're the best.
They just did one, and mine is on there as well. It's one of the very first ones, but I'll be putting out another one hopefully in the future. So keep a lookout for those. Take a look at the bundt cake and the and the other Baking is Makings that we'll be doing. Those are always fun for everyone. But let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about our resources here. So in order to do all this, there's going to be some things that you'll probably need. The first one being access to the internet, because you're going to need to go to our webpage. And the second is going to be a library card, right?
For some of them, yes. Not all of them.
Okay, so we're going to go through a few of them so that people can see what we have going on here. And I'm going to jump real quick to this other screen so that people can see our webpage. So here is our main page. I am at harriscountypubliclibrary.net, hcpl.net, and this is where you can go to find all of our resources, really. So for the stuff that we're going to be talking about today, it may seem weird, but we're going to go to the databases section. So let's go ahead and start with the teen focus one. So Lexi, I'm going to go to, where was it, Explore?
Yeah, so you're going to go to Explore, Research, and Learn.
Right. Okay.
And then on the left-hand side, you'll see all the different subjects you can click. If you scroll down to the second to last one and click on Teens, it'll bring up all the teen and tween focus databases that we have. So there's a lot of good ones on here for like homework help, the SATs, GREs, things like that. So you should check those out if you're looking for practice help with those. But we also, at the very bottom, have a new quote-unquote resource that we have access to through the end of August. So you guys should really check it out. It's called Teen Book Cloud. It's all the way at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And if you click on it and you click on Go to Resource, it seems like you don't even need to log in, because I'm not logged in on my computer as I'm walking through this, and it just brought me up to everything. But they have a slew of graphic novels and ebooks. A slew. A lot. Don't diss on my word choice. But they also have videos as well from like National Geographics and things like that. So this is a really good resource for teens and tweens. But I think their selection is pretty amazing, considering, and I know we'll talk about this in a bit, but if you go to Overdrive, we have a good selection of YA books on there, but a lot of them you have a wait list for. True. Yes. So this is kind of nice just because you can go into it, and if you click the About at the top and you click on Teen Book Cloud, You'll have a bunch of different subjects up at the top, right underneath the navigation bar, and you can click on whatever subject you want to do or read about, and it'll just bring up more, and they'll even break down that subject into subgenres, so like short stories for fiction, or high-low fiction, or classics, things like that. So it's all kind of broken down, and it's a good resource for if you have I say a lot. I'm sorry. um, yeah, it's a good resource for those of you that have to do summer reading. So, like, if you're in AP English or something like that, this is a good resource because you can just go on there, and when you click on a book, so if you go to Emma, you'll see read online right underneath of it, and you can just click it, and it brings you to the book, and you can just start reading. So unlike with Overdrive or RB Digital or things like that, you don't have to wait in a line to read those books. You can just read it online right then and there.
Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool. So it's part of. It looks like it's part of the same group that brought us Tumble Books for kids. It seems like a lot of the same interface.
It is. It actually is. It's the same, I guess, partnership. It's just kind of more or less a subgenre. But like you can also bookmark, make notes, you can highlight. So it's really kind of nice just because it's one of those things like you don't have to wait in line, especially for high demand books. The only downside to it is I don't think they have like hot off the press new books.
Yeah,
so
that's probably going to be relegated to our normal collection with like Overdrive or normal checkouts.
Yeah, exactly. So, but this is a really good resource for like casual reading, and I really like the fact that they just have a bunch of graphic novels on here, because they don't just have like the generic graphic novels that you see in our libraries or like on Overdrive or maybe some other places. It also has like comic books in there.
Yeah.
So like it has, as you probably saw, like some of the Scooby-Doo ones and things like that. Don't diss, I like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Oh man, Scooby-Doo takes me back.
I know, right?
But
yeah, so it's really neat. I like it.
Cool. So
Take advantage of it while we have it.
That's a really good one. That's something that we can. I think is going to be on par. And unfortunately, it's only till August 31st, right? So,
yeah, but I'm hoping if people go on there and check it out, if there's enough traffic flow on it, that HCPL might consider taking it as a permanent resource.
So there you go, guys. Take a look at it. Get those numbers up. What is it? Rating on Twitch. When people rate a Twitch channel, get those numbers up. Those views up.
There you go.
That's what we need. We need a rate on our Tumble Books there on our Audiobook Cloud. Okay. That's awesome. So let's jump into another one here. This one's going to be more of a general, all-around sort of thing that everyone can use. And you may have already started using it before. You'd mentioned it earlier, Lexi. It's Overdrive, right? So Overdrive is a great resource for your online digital books as well as audiobooks. But there is some other features in there that you might not be aware of. So why don't we just real quick take a look at that. We can show people a little bit about this. So from our webpage here, you can access Libby right here. Overdrive, right here where it says ebooks and online resources. So when you click on that yellow square, it's going to take us to this page here, and you're going to be met with all of our sort of digital media resources that are available for leisure reading, as well as some stuff for fun, for personal use as well. But the big one here is HCPL Overdrive Collection. This is our big one, and we recommend using this for a lot of it. So I'm going to just open that up now. Lexi, you've used Overdrive before. Do you recommend it?
I love it. I definitely prefer it over RB Digital. That's personal preference. I find it more user friendly, it's easier to navigate. It has a lot of selection that I like, and so I just prefer it.
Right. It's probably where you're going to find a lot of the titles that you may want to read anyway. The one big thing here, though, like you mentioned with Tumble Books, you didn't have to log in. This one does require you to log in, but it's not hard. So once you have your library card, and if you don't have one, feel free to go to our website and get a iKnow Digital Access card for free today. It's something so that you can start accessing these resources here online for free right away instead of having to come into a branch and get a card, because we're still not fully open to the public. You know, people can't come in and get their cards, so this is going to be a way for you to get started reading today. But you do have to sign in here, and once you sign in, it's just going to be your library card number. So after you log in, you'll come to a page. It's going to take you to the main page here, but you can start placing books on hold or checking them out if they're available. Now, one of the big things is this is where we curate a lot of titles. So if there's a theme that's going on, maybe, you know, summer reading, there's themes every week, maybe there's something going on in that theme that they want to promote, they usually find those things listed here at the very front page. Juneteenth is going on right now, so there's some Juneteenth titles. Looks like some Jen Gaffigan stuff. Hi, Hungry, I'm Dad. Midsummer SRP Reading Challenge, Week 3, here we go, different perspectives. So you can try these different reading challenges, and you'll notice anything that says available literally means it's available, so you can check it out. But one of the great things is with this is audiobooks. So with Tomball, did you have audio on the Teen Cloud?
So on the Tomball Books, no, but there is another resource called Audiobook Cloud, which again is a resource that we only have through August, till the 31st of August. But that one, it's pretty much in coalition with Teen Book Cloud.
Okay, so it's same area that you just have to go to a different page in order to access those things. So this is sort of like a one-stop shop for all of your major things, and you can do a search here for, you know, a title, an author, whatever it may be. Let's see if we have The Hobbit anywhere. And whenever you do this search, you have the ability to narrow your results down, so you can do, you know, I want to see if there's audiobooks available, and it shows me a list of 2 different audio versions. Or if you actually want to read about it, you can read it. But you'll also see underneath each title, it'll tell you, you know, title, author, but it'll tell you what format it's in. So we have ebook here as well as audiobook. This is showing you the different formats that you would check out. You'll notice here on the audiobooks it's actually telling us waitlists. So the one downside, like Lexi mentioned earlier, was this does have waitlists. It's just like checking out a book or a title here at the branch in person. We only have so many that we can check out at a time. It's a digital licensing agreement sort of thing that we have set up.
Yeah.
And that basically means that only this many people can check out this title at a certain time. And then during that time, if someone else has it, you'll be put on a hold list and you'll be notified by email whenever it becomes available. Now, this is one way you can do it. You can go to the website and do it, but a lot of people are using their phones. So if you use the Libby app, and it advertises it right here. There we go, Meet Libby. So you can find it on the App Store, the Google Play, or even the Microsoft Office or the Microsoft Store on your computer if you really wanted to use that. But you can get the app, and it's the same thing, all the same features, but it's right there in the palm of your hand, so that you don't have to be at a computer. You can do it on, you know, on a tablet as well. I often use my phone so that I can use it while mowing the lawn or something. I can listen to a book. While I drive to and from certain places, I'll usually have something going if it's not a podcast I'm already listening to. So using Overdrive is probably the biggest thing. And all you need is your library card. Now, there was another one that people may have seen here at the very, very front whenever we click on the ebooks in there. And it's RB Digital. And you had said, you know, you prefer Overdrive over RB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm similar. One of the reasons is you can see the number of titles. You know, Overdrive has vastly more different types of titles. They have some streaming video as well and some magazines. RB Digital, though, is strictly audio, so you're going to be limited. It's not going to be a place you go for ebooks. It's going to be an audiobook location, and it's not going to be the same titles as on Overdrive. It's sort of like from different publications. They're pulling from different areas. So RB Digital may have the title that you actually want to look for. You can do a catalog search on our main page, and it'll usually tell you which one it's under. But it's always good to know about this one as well. So the big thing with RB Digital, with Libby, where you just need a library card, RB Digital actually requires you to create an account. So you have to register an account on the site. Once you've gone to the site and created an account, you can also use the app to log in there. But whenever you register, you have to create a username, password, and provide some information. So not just your library card number, it's also going to be some other identifying information. But once you've done that, it's going to be similar to Overdrive. You can check out a book or an audiobook, you can listen to it and return it. And this may have the actual titles that you're missing from Overdrive, so it's another place to keep an eye on, especially if you want to listen to books. And I'll tell you guys, that's probably my main way of reading books right now, is through...
yeah, especially if you have like a busy lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't have time to really sit down at home and read anymore. Some of the other things though, so have you used Canopy at all? I
have not.
You have not?
Yeah, it's not really something that has interest me. So
it's understandable. It's a little niche. Canopy is more for like documentaries, foreign films, and classics. It's not going to be all of your, you're not going to find Avengers on there. Despite how many people will say it's a classic, you're not going to find it on there. But it is a place that you can check out some free titles, and once again, you'll have to sign up. So you would create your account here, and it should just be a library card. So after you've added a card, you create some other factors. It's usually going to be an email address that ties you in a password, so you'll create a full account, and then you can start utilizing this service. So this one, much like Hoopla used to be for us, it has credits. So you have, in our case here with our card, you have 4 checkouts that you can do a month. So you can choose 4 different things you'd like to watch. Now once you've started it, it will use the credit, so make sure that you only click that when you actually want to use it. But you can see here there's a good list of documentaries, some movies out there. You might be able to find some classic movies that you watched a while ago and you want to pick back up. Is that Jane Fonda workout? Yeah, Jane Fonda workout. There we go.
oh my goodness.
There's a bunch of interesting things here. So if there's maybe something that you want to look for outside of like the Nat Geo that you have on some of the other databases that we talked about, but you might want to take a look here and see, especially foreign films. A lot of people maybe enjoy those foreign films that you'd see at like Cannes or something. You can find them usually here. The festival films are usually going to be in here. So Canopy is another resource, and it's something that it's not reading, but it is part of our stuff out there. So you can actually utilize that, and it can be part of maybe a new thing that you put on your summer reading log, right? Now, you had told me about Freegal. Was the music one?
Freegal?
Yeah, Freegal?
Yeah.
Freegal.
That one, I don't know if we just recently got that or what. I only knew of it because HPL had it. So I was curious as to if we had it, and that's how I found out we did have it.
Okay.
But it's basically free music, and it kind of works the same way. I believe you can only have like a set amount of checkouts, quote unquote, per period. I haven't really gone too in depth with ours. So I mean, it's pretty nifty to have because it's free music. You don't have to pay for it, and you don't have to deal with YouTube ads. So
This is true.
I mean, because let's face it, YouTube has become all about the ads lately.
So I have just logged in, and I can see here, I'm looking at, I'm seeing if I can find, oh, it looks like we have 3 downloads, but we have unlimited streaming with it.
Yeah. So you can sit there and listen, but as far as like checking out and downloading, you're limited.
Oh man, Bruce Springsteen. Alright, hey, look at that. You can also find some audiobooks on here as well, it looks like. So I see some like what you would consider public domain, like Hamlet, Shakespeare, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few other things on there. But yeah, this is something new, and it's music. Once again, Hoopla used to have some music. This is sort of replacing that. Oh, 90s nostalgia. Okay.
Alright, come back to me. Come back to me, Lloyd. Going down the rabbit hole.
Guerrilla Radio from like Tony Hawk, man. Yeah, Freegal is something that's pretty interesting as well. That's a new one that you guys can take a look at. And it's going to get you access to some music and some audio too, so it'll be something fun. One other big one that's on here, and that's Flipster. Have you utilized Flipster at all? No, I got my mother.
I have.
So. You have not? No? Okay. Are you big into magazines?
No.
Okay, so Flipster is just access to magazines. So you can find some of them through Overdrive, but this is going to be a place for a slew of other ones that are available to you. And you can read them online for free through the web host, especially if you log in if you're at our location, you can usually access them, but you'll have to usually use a library card to actually download them. But they have back issues. I mean, like crazy issues. So you'll see the most recent issues listed there, but whenever you actually go into the title itself, you can find back issues, and sometimes we're talking like 4+ years worth of back issues. It's quite a lot of information that you can go through. I've used it for a few different things. I got my mother on it, so she's been downloading cookbooks and stuff like Country Living and a few of the other ones.
Oh, the cooking magazines. Yeah.
So she's been getting those things so she can try out recipes. So those are some of our resources that are available. Did you have any others that you wanted to focus on or talk about?
I didn't. I highlighted the ones I like Overdrive and the Team Book one, mainly because those are ones I'm familiar with. So.
Okay, well then that will probably cover it for us. Then we're gonna leave you guys with that, and hopefully you can utilize some of the things that we talked about today. Get some books that you want, listen to some music, some audio, whatever it may be. Just enjoy the things that are for free. And like I said, if you do not have a card already, go to our website and you can get a iKnow digital access card for free today, and that will allow you to start accessing this stuff. If you already have a card, don't worry about it, you're good to go. Right. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us again on another Community Conversations, Lexi. Appreciate you being here with us. We are going to try and get some other members of the community in here, so hopefully it's not just library staff. We're still trying, folks. So keep a lookout for future episodes. We'll see what we got going on. But if you follow our Facebook, our Twitter, or even our Instagram, you'll usually find those things popping up on there. All right. So thank you guys again. This has been another Community Conversations. This is Lloyd signing off.
All right, and I'm Lexi.
And we will see you guys next time.